Namah Shivaya. Hello, children. Welcome to the second episode of our podcast series about Swami Rama. In the first episode, we have learnt about his early childhood and after that, how he came to his Guru. Now, we'll continue from there, right? Swami Rama was just a child when he left the world of comfort and family and he entered the care of someone truly extraordinary. Who is that? His master, right? And he simply called him Babaji. And to most people, a guru is a teacher. But to Swami Rama, his master was more than a teacher because he is more than a father. As I've already told you, since his childhood, he was only thinking about his master, even when he was staying with his parents. So, if I have to quote his own words, he said, "My master gave me more than any parent ever could give. He trained my mind, he shaped my emotions, and he guided me even in my thoughts." So, Swami Rama was never scolded harshly by his guru. He wasn't punished. His master's way was always silent. It's full of understanding, gentleness, and quiet power. So, if young Swami Rama ever felt lazy and did not want to meditate, his master would simply smile. Just a look, and Rama knew he had been caught. So Rama would ask, "Why are you smiling?" Now his master would answer calmly, "You don't feel like meditating today, right?" So this taught Swami Rama something very deep. What is that? Real guidance is not about rules and force, but it's about awareness. He did not scold him, right? "Why are you not meditating? You have to." That is how our education system is now. But he didn't say that. He was just smiling and he said, "You're not feeling like meditating today." That means he sat for meditation, but his mind is not interested in meditation, and the master made him aware of that, right? So his master didn't control his thoughts, but he made him aware of that. Children, sometimes when we make a mistake, we feel ashamed or afraid. But a true teacher, just like a loving parent, he doesn't condemn us. He guides us without breaking us. So this was the love Swami Rama received, unconditional love. And also the Guru was very patient and also deep. Now his master never expected anything in return. And also he gave everything. See, what does Rama have? He is an orphan. He doesn't have anybody. He doesn't have anything to eat. And he is completely dependent on the master. But the master never expected that Swami Rama should give him anything. Instead, he gave everything to Rama. What did he give? He gave the right training, he gave the education, the wisdom, and he never asked anything in return. Now, that is how a monk is, very, very selfless. So, after training for some time, Master sent Swami Rama to live and study with one of his brother disciples in Gangotri. Gangotri is a sacred place in the Himalayas. Okay, so sometimes master, he never keeps the child completely with him because he has to go to different places and learn different things, right? That's the reason he was sent to his brother disciples. Now this monk taught him scriptures, but he didn't understand Swami Rama's rebellious nature, because Rama was young and he's full of energy. So that's the reason he would argue with other sadhus, ask too many questions, and he didn't always follow the rules, because for monks there are a lot of rules that have been set up, but most of the time he didn't follow them. Sometimes the monks would send complaints to the master. When the complaints are too many, the master would come, take Rama away for some time, calm him down, then send him back again. So this happened more than once. There were moments when Rama was also made to stay with families as a guest, but Rama didn't like it because he preferred the stillness of the mountains. When you go to a family, what is it like? It's like the ordinary life that we all live, with so much of noise and everything going around, the hustling and bustling. But he didn't like that because he was staying in the Himalayas, as I always told you, not in the tourist locations. They stay deep in the forest where there is a lot of stillness. So a person who was staying there, suddenly he comes to the regular life, he can't stay. That's the reason he didn't like it. Now let me tell you another incident. One day, just out of curiosity, this young Rama asked his brother disciple about his birthplace and past life. Past life doesn't mean the previous Janma. He is asking about the life that is there before he became a monk. Now, the monk didn't want to talk about it. But at first, Rama didn't understand why. And after that, he learned monks and renunciates, they consider their past to be dead. So when they take this initiation as a sannyasi, it is like a rebirth to them. It is, how it is when a person becomes a sannyasi, they perform their own last rites. When a person is dead, we do the karma that is done by, I mean, if I become a monk, I have to do my karma, means that I consider myself as dead. Whatever life has happened till now, that is dead. That person is not there. This is a rebirth. I am a new person. So what does that mean? We are leaving everything. Now, when we talk about earlier births, earlier janmas, what do we do? In the previous janma, I might be a dog, I might be a cat, I might be a human being with some other family, right? But now, when we are born in this birth, do we remember all those things? No. Whoever is the mother and father here, we only get attached to them. Whoever is your brother or sister, you get attached to them. You never think about the previous birth's mother or father or siblings or friends or anything, right? Just like that, a person who becomes a monk or a sannyasi, he does his last rites, which means that he is completely leaving the previous whatever life he is having. He knows, he can see his parents, he knows that they are staying. For example, if a person is from Delhi, he knows that in Delhi, in so and so street, in so and so house number, my parents are staying. But he should never think about that. That means he is leaving everything. Now, what is he doing? What is Rama doing? He is asking about the brother disciple's birthplace and the past life. So he should never ask those things. But he is so young, he didn't know all those things. That is the reason he was asking. Now, the age, the birthplace, even family names, everything is left behind when you become a monk. Even the name is changed. You will be given a new name. So they live entirely in the present, guided only by truth. So Swami Rama, he is still full of wonder. After he asked his brother disciple about this, he later asked his master also about the same thing. But his master didn't tell him, but he is a small child, and he started insisting him so much, and the master shared a very little about him. What did his master share? That he has been born in a Brahmin family in West Bengal, and his family followed a sage who came down from the Himalayas. From time to time, the master used to come there, and when he was 14 years of age, the sage came and took him away. He was adopted, he was trained and raised in this yogic lifestyle. So it is similar to what Rama's life is also, right? So he explained this. Now, after years later, Swami Rama visited that village in West Bengal. So he went to that place and he was trying to see if there is any information about his master. But nobody recognized the name of him. But two women were there, were very old. Okay, they said, yeah, we remember him. A mountain yogi came and he took a small boy. He was around 14 years of age and he was taken. So nobody knew. If you go, when he went to his birthplace, his master's birthplace, nobody knew who his master was. So what did it happen? It happened that all the worldly identity has been left. Now, what does he have? Does a monk in Himalayas have an Aadhaar card or a PAN card or a mobile number or house address? Do they have any of those things? Nothing. No worldly identity. Okay. Now, Swami Rama's master, he lived in a cave. He hardly spoke. See, whenever you see a monk, you can understand they rarely speak, because whenever you're talking, you lose a lot of energy and that is not required. What you can do is you can practice one thing. For one day, I think it is difficult. Maybe for 3 to 4 hours, you just note it, not in your regular school days, but when you're at home or in the evening, just note down the time for 2 hours or 3 hours. Just observe what you're talking. I don't know what you do, but if I do that, I can understand. Maybe around, I'm sure around 80 to 90% of the talk that I do is useless. Whatever is required, you talk. You just practice this. This is a very effective habit, Talk only when it is required. Most of the things can be done without talking. You will understand that once you practice this. Okay, try doing that because monks always stay silent. Now let's see the master's lifestyle. He would just come out at sunrise, then return to his seat in silence. He always remained in a state called Sahaja Samadhi. Sahaja Samadhi is a kind of deep, effortless meditation. Okay, and for 3 months in winter, Rama and his master would descend to lower altitudes because in winters the snow would be very high, so they would be coming down to lower altitudes. At other times, the master would disappear into his cave for days. He just goes into the cave and just meditate. He ate very little. Mostly it is goat's milk. That is the only food that he had. So sometimes Rama himself would go and give that milk to him. He would drink it sometimes, otherwise it will be left like that because in his Sahaja Samadhi state, he won't come out, so he won't feel hunger and he won't eat. So if he didn't drink that milk, Rama would quietly take it back and again try after some time, giving some more milk, some fresh milk. That is how he lives. Sometimes Swami Rama and his master lived together for months without speaking a single word. They would simply sit in meditation, no talking. But even though they are not talking, deep communication will be happening between them, not with words, but just with understanding. Okay, you can see this even in Ramana Maharshi's life. If you read the teachings of Ramana Maharshi or if you read his life story, you will see most of the time people will come with a lot of questions to ask him, but as soon as they go there, their questions will be answered even without opening their mouth. That is the communication that replaces the words. So children, don't forget to do the exercise that I just told you. Practice it for 1 or 2 hours every day. But speak when required. Your mother calls you, come, 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 and you're not listening, you're not giving an answer, and she gets angry. That is not what I'm telling. Speak only when required. Okay? Now, let me tell you about a moment that changed Swami Rama's life. That is a lesson of giving. Okay? At the monastery, Rama ate only one meal a day because you might be thinking, so he need not study anything, he just roams around with his master, he's having a comfortable life. That is much better than my school education. I go in the morning and come in the evening, again go to tuition, right? No, it is not that easy. It is very, very, very difficult. He had only one meal per day, that too one chapati, some vegetables, and a glass of milk. So if he is eating in the afternoon today, again till next afternoon, so the next day he wouldn't be having anything. That is the only food that is available. So one afternoon, as he sat to eat, his master walked in and said, "Wait. Now this is the only meal that he is eating. He is already feeling hungry." And just before having food, his master came and said, "Wait." Now Rama was confused. He said, "What is wrong now?" Now the master replied, "An old Swami has come. He is hungry. So give him your food." Now think of what Rama will be feeling. Now, right now, I'm getting only one meal, and that too you want me to sacrifice and give it to some old man. Now Rama said firmly, "No, I am also hungry. I won't get food until tomorrow. So I don't want to give." Now the master said, "You won't die, but don't give it because I told you. Give it out of love." Now Rama is still refusing. First of all, he doesn't want to give. And what did his master say? Give it out of love. How will he have love without um, by burning his stomach? He has to give it to somebody else, and he should give it with love. Can we do that? No, no. So even Rama is like us. So he said, "I won't give. I won't give." Now the master first tried to convince him. Now he ordered him. He said, "Just go and offer your food. Wash his feet. Serve him with respect." Now he started grumbling. But what can he do? He followed his master's order. He obeyed him. So he helped the Swami, the old Swami who was come. He helped him wash his feet and gave him the food that he had. So only later he found out that the old man hadn't eaten for 4 days. See, remember, these are all the forest areas that we are talking about. It's not like a regular place. If you don't have food, you go and ask someone. And since a monk has come and asked, some family would give them the food. But they are in the forest. So the old man didn't eat for 4 days. Now, before leaving, after eating that food and everything, and before leaving, that old Swami said, God bless you, my child. You will never go hungry unless food comes before you. This is my blessing to you. See, from that very day, Rama has been free from hunger. All the childish cravings that he used to have, everything is gone. See, children, always remember there is a narrow barrier between selfishness and selflessness, between love and hatred. So, after you cross it, you will enjoy doing things that you're doing for others without seeking anything in return. So, this is the highest of all joys. That is the reason when people are helping so many other people, be doing a lot of selfless service, you don't understand why they do all that. You can only understand that when you start doing that and you start enjoying the joy that you get out of it. See, a selfish man can never imagine this state of realization because he always remains within the limited boundaries which are built by his ego. This is mine. This is mine. I earned it. I have to eat it. I have to enjoy it. I have to save it for my future. But a selfless man trains his ego and he uses it for gaining higher purposes. See, if you look at any great people in the world, be it a great man or a great woman, you can see that selflessness is the common characteristic among all these people. So, nothing could be achieved without any selfless service. So, all the rituals that are performed and all the scriptures that you read, they all go in vain if our actions are not performed without selflessness. So, elders say when you pray to God, even that prayer should be selfless. See, when you're praying to God, what do you ask? God, please help me. I have my exams tomorrow. God, please help me. I have to get first rank. God, please help me. I have a lot of assignment to do and I'm not able to do it now. It is so hard. Please help me. Don't we ask all those things? It is not wrong in asking all those things. You can always ask, but always try to have the joy of prayer. When you're praying to God, that prayer itself should give you joy, not that once you pray, you get something else. Don't expect anything after prayer. Just have the joy within you. You will experience the joy in prayer and you will understand why I'm telling you this. And you don't need to go to the Himalayas to learn like Rama. Okay, you just need to start with one thought. What can I give today without expecting anything back? Maybe you're trying to help a friend of yours who didn't understand a math problem. You're helping him and you shouldn't expect anything in return. You're just helping him because you are enjoying that help. You're enjoying doing that help. Try doing this. Now, in the next episode, we'll travel deeper into the caves of the Himalayas and we'll explore how Swami Rama trained his mind and his body through silence, through discipline, and through service. Now, his journey gets harder but also more magical. So, until then, think about how we can implement some of these changes in our life, not from pressure but from love towards others. See you in the next episode. Jai Hind.